Welcome back to the 7 Sports Cape. Time to talk a little UFC. Cody Stamen, a local product from Grand Rapids, lives in Royal Oak. What's up, man?
Good to be here.
Hey, thanks for coming in. Look, UFC is just taking over like late night sports on Fridays and Saturday nights. I mean, to be a part of it, how cool is it to know that you're a part of one of the most popular sports in the world?
It's crazy because when I was young, the UFC was nothing, right? It wasn't a big sport. I mean, compared to football, baseball, basketball, it didn't really exist. It just blew up. I think it's a sport that people want to see. You know, it's the closest thing you can get to a real fight, and yeah, just to be a part of it now, actually in the UFC, it's crazy. I never really thought I'd be here.
You have to have an acquired taste. I think you would agree that it is a barbaric sport in the sense that the rules are really small and there are not very many of them, and it's hurt this guy as much as you can. I mean, what kind of mental state do you have to be? Because I mean, you seem like the nicest guy in the world right now, but I know you could just take me in like seconds, and I'm like, I don't want that. I don't want none of that.
So I think people don't see fighting the way the fighters actually see it. So for me, it's about being as relaxed as possible. Okay. It's about any other competition. You know, I've competed in football, baseball, basketball. You know, despite how short I am, I did play basketball as a kid.
You could dunk it, right?
Yeah, almost. But it's really just about being calm and just being a competitor. Not so much as barbaric as what people would think. I think that's more of like the show aspect of the fight. But you know, I've never approached competing in the UFC any different than I would approach getting ready for a basketball game.
And I know you guys have great respect for one another. There's very few feuds as far as like besides what the media maybe amps up a little bit. But I know that you guys, you know, you want to beat each other, but you don't want to necessarily hurt each other. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think all athletes, any athlete knows that it takes a lot to be an athlete, right? It's not an easy job. Everyone thinks that's, you know, just, you know, all this, you know, great things happen, but you spend most of your time in the gym, you know what I mean, if you're an athlete. And I think all athletes kind of respect each other because of that, because they all kind of know what they go through to get to game day and to perform, and know what kind of pressure you have on you. So, you know, fighting being that, you know, you only fight a few times a year, there's so much pressure on every single fight. I mean, that 15 minutes inside the cage can absolutely change your life. So there's a lot of pressure going into that, and I think that's why guys respect each other so much, because they understand, you know, what's at stake when you get in there.
I know that, you know, people in this area, this region, love to support their own. So where can people see you next?
So obviously the UFC just signed with ESPN, so I'll be fighting on ESPN in March. I'm in negotiations as to where that card's going to be, either Philadelphia or probably Nashville. But yeah, I'll be on ESPN. It'll be Saturday night. Sometime later in March. Where
can people follow you right now? You on Instagram?
Instagram, just Cody Stamen.
Okay, there it is. Cody, good luck to you.
Yeah, thank
you so much for coming in. Appreciate it. Good luck in the octagon as well. Coming up next, though, see, if I were to fight, I'd probably bring one of these bad boys, because that's the only way I would win. We got Louisville Slugger in the house talking about how you can get yourself one of these fancy bats with your own name on it. That's coming up next on the 7 Sports Cape. Stay with us.